Howdy folks, and welcome to the STLF Kitchen. Danny here. And you know, a lot of folks ask us, what do you do with all of the food that comes off the Pay It Forward tour? We do dozens of tours a year, all of which have extra bread and cereal and whatnot like that. What do you do with all the leftover food? Well, today we're gonna give you a few recipes that'll really be a big hit with all that tour food for the upcoming holiday season. Come on. All right, so here in the STLF Kitchen, we've got our entire food shelf full of delectable eats that have come off past Pay It Forward tours. So what you're going to want to do is go into your Pay It Forward tour closet and find the following ingredients. And that's it, that's all you need. So why don't we go back out to the kitchen and get started. All right folks, welcome back to the STLF Kitchen. Today we're making a post-tour delight. We've taken our ingredients from the STLF cupboard over there, and let's get started. So with every good recipe, you're always going to want to start to mix together the dry ingredients first. So let's start there. We have our water, just add water, pancake mix. So we're going to get a little bit of that. And I don't know about you, but I don't like exact measurements when it comes to things. So if you're looking for half cup, full cup, it's really up to you how much you want to add. So we're just going to go ahead and start adding the mix. That looks good right there. So start with the pancake mix and the rest of the dry ingredients. Next, we're going to come over, to our corn chips. Our Quakes, if you will. These are a cheddar cheese blend, and they're healthier than the real chips because it gives it a light, crunchy, airy feeling to it. So those are really good. So you're going to want to add, let's get a few more just for kicks because they are really good. They are really good. All right, staying with our dry ingredients, ground mustard, a little pacao will do you right there. A little piff, if you will. And let's not forget our lemonade mix. Such a staple on those summer tours, those summer camps, those retreats that we do with STLF. That's definitely left over right there. So we're gonna get a little lemonade mix. That'll do it right there. That looks good. All right, and we're almost done with our dry ingredients. But we definitely want to be sure to get one full package of toaster pastries, okay? I find the off-brands taste a lot better than your typical more expensive ones, but please be sure to remember that they do have the frosting in front, okay? You're really going to want to break these up and get it in there just to develop all of the flavors and get all the flavors, okay? All right, so we've got all of our dry ingredients mixed together in the bowl, and really be sure to give it a good mix. Got to get everything in there. You got to hear those crunches and the Quakes. Get those crunchy crunch in there. All right, stir it on up. Oh, folks, I wish you could smell this right now. It is, like a autumn's morn right there. So we're going to move on right now to some of our healthier ingredients. STLF, we're all about keeping people happy and healthy. So remember those 4 red apples, and these are actually kind of oranges. They were red at one point, but since they've been off of a tour for a few months now, they're now orange. I've gone up and I've pre-sliced an apple here, but you're going to want to add 4. So we'll do that. And then we'll move on while we're on our health kick here to that entire bag. I've got about, it appears as though 1.5 32-ounce bags of baby carrots. So just go on and add the full lot in there. It's okay if a couple get on the ground. That's all right. And we'll get the other one out as well. Gotta keep it healthy. This vitamin A is just gonna help your vision. And then when we mix it all together, it's really, the compounds combine with the Quakes, those cheddar cheese Quakes, to just make a flavor you wouldn't believe, all right? So we'll move on from there. When we come back from this short break, We'll be adding our wet ingredients, and then we'll almost time to try it out.
The STLF Kitchen is brought to you by syrup, because sometimes one's just not enough. And also by whales, because goldfish are just way too small.
Hey folks, welcome back. Just a few more ingredients to add into our recipe here, and then it'll almost be time to try out what we've made. So we're moving on. We've got all our dry and healthy ingredients in here, and we're going to move to some of the liquid ingredients as well. So first, we're going to add, remember, that pure vegetable oil. And again, this has to be pure. Remember my motto, if you're not sure, look for pure. All right, so we're going to get that pure vegetable oil, and we're really going to want to add that liberally. Yeah, get it all moistened in there. That just looks, it gives it a nice glisten. I wish you could see this, but it gives it a nice glisten, all right? The Nutella, I know you've been wondering about the Nutella, but this is the garnish for the end. So we're gonna leave that right there. We're gonna add a little salt and pepper to taste. All right, and then I've got a few surprise ingredients, okay? This is gonna get crazy. A lot of people won't wanna add this, but I like the taste, all right? Excuse me. So I've got an industrial vat of Mrs. Butterworth's syrup, and I've also got your favorite brand of cereal. I love the Marshmallow Mateys, so it just gives it that little extra something for me. So I'm gonna add, just enough to keep the kids happy. You know, that looks good right there. All right. And ooh, you can tell this is from a tour because it hasn't been opened in a while. Little syrup stickiness right there. But we'll be sure to add that. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. And then last but not least, before we really start getting that mix in there, is this orange juice. All right, like I said, we got to keep it healthy. So we're going to add some of that orange juice in there. That looks, oh, why not give it one more splash? All right. And then comes time for the mixing, all right? So get your favorite spoon. We're really gonna get it in there. You know, sometimes I find that spoons, they don't do the best. So what you really gotta do is get in there with your hands. I'm gonna take the old ring off. Don't wanna lose that. But really get in there, really start massaging that. Because it's gonna be the massaging and that, the combination of all the flavors that really gets that pure quality product that you're looking for. All right, folks, so we're done mixing it. We've mixed it really well. A lot of people tell you to wash your hands afterwards, but I find that the natural chemicals that come from the post-tour food delight really can moisturize and have a healing effect for your palms. So I don't wash my hands, but that's completely up to you. So a few last steps here before we dig in. We had those 3 slices of American cheese, the kind you would put on a grilled cheese, and this is just gonna lay over top to kind of, not only to garnish it, but to kind of protect and keep in some of those natural flavors that are gonna make it just so great. So we've got, just right on top, those 3 slices of American cheese. I gotta tell you, I love the salt and pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And here's what you're gonna wanna do. You gotta take this and you've gotta put it outside somewhere uncovered for at least 72 hours, okay? This is really gonna help that fermentation process, everything just coagulate together. And so let's go outside right now and find a good spot to leave it. All right, folks, here we are outside the STLF office where we're gonna have to let this sit for about 72 hours. Today in Minneapolis, it's a balmy 28 degrees, and so where I like to look for a place for this to sit is close to a dumpster. I find that not only do the smells really get in there, but a lot of critters, a lot of snow as it did the past few days can really get in and mix and create some good flavors.
The STLF Kitchen is brought to you by garlic salt. Garlic salt makes everything taste better. And by ramen, an STLF staple since 2003. And finally, clear soluble fiber supplement. Yeah.
All right, folks, welcome back. So it's been 72 hours and our post-tour delight has been fermenting outside near that dumpster, and it just looks and smells great. I don't know if you can get a shot of that right there. but you can just see it just slowly sludging along, and that's the consistency you want right there. That's how you know it's really worked out. So now it's just time to start enjoying. We're gonna scoop out a little bit, garnish it, and dig in. Now I like to have mine in a bowl, particularly a styrofoam bowl, because they don't biodegrade and they'll sit there for literally decades. So you gotta get the styrofoam bowl, get yourself a big heaping portion of the delight. Oh, I love that cheese on top. Gotta love that peppered and salted cheese. Get a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's it. That is the ticket right there. Looks great. All right, I promised you that Nutella. I really did, and we're about to use it. All right, so get that Nutella. Got to stir it up a bit. Sometimes when you don't use it for about 7 months, it starts to get a little hard. But a little dab will do ya. Right on top. Perfect. Perfect right there. And then, last but not least, if you remember that one single ketchup packet, this is really gonna give it that extra something nice. All right, I like to just get it around the rim right there. Make it look very pretty. Yeah, that looks perfect. Right there. Be sure, although this looks completely beautiful, be sure to clean up the edges. And there you have it, your post Pay It Forward Tour delight. All right, folks, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. 72 hours, and I promise you, it'll be worth the wait. Your friends and family, they'll agree. The post Pay It Forward Tour delight. Get a little bit of that cheese. Obviously the Nutella, I'm gonna get a carrot in there too. Cheers. Oh yeah. Yep. I like to wash it down with a Capri Sun. Well, thanks for joining me here at the STLF Kitchen. I hope this helped, and we'll see you back here real soon. It's not good.